YouTubers. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about the Kubota BX25D. I've been getting over the last 2 years a number of emails almost on a weekly basis asking me why their BX25D don't stop when you take your foot off the forward or reverse pedal. Well, the answer is, beats the hell out of me. I really don't know. This has never done it. Since day one, every time I went forward with this, I would have to put my foot on the reverse pedal just to neutralize it to get it to stop. Now last year I did try to make some adjustments as per the service manual. Not possible. Still won't do it. So I've come to the conclusion that none of them do it. Not in the D model. We've had a couple of them here and none of them stopped either. It's kind of unusual for a HST transmission to act that way, because when we had the Grandel 4240 and we got the 5740, if you're traveling along and you take your foot off the pedal, man, it comes to a screeching halt. And that's the way it should be. It's supposed to be. Now, I have my assumptions of what the problem is, and I know where the fix is, but I can't say it publicly, because technically if you do it and somebody gets hurt, I could be liable. I'm just going to show you exactly what I mean about the machine not stopping. When I lift my leg and this machine is rolling, my foot is not on the pedal, which means that the machine should stop. So let's have a look and see what happens. Kathy, I'm going to go ahead, then I'm going to back up exactly where I'm to, and I'm going to take my foot off the pedal, and the machine should stop. Let's just see what happens. As you can see, it's a little bit faster stopping forward than it is reverse. Personally, if I had employees and they required using this machine, I would not let them use this machine. Technically, the way this is working, this machine is not safe. You could squat somebody up against a wall, you could run somebody over, you could put this machine over an embankment because it's not stopping. So, I have never heard of anybody successfully fixing this issue. So if anybody is out there who can say for sure that when they're backing up and they take their foot off the pedal and the machine stops, I'd like to know about it. So please leave it in the comments. I'm kind of doing like a mini survey, because I know of at least 25 of these machines that are acting the exact same way as this, and it's not safe. If you do have a machine like this and it's not stopping and it's acting exactly the way this one is, what I would advise you to do is to contact your selling dealer and ask your dealer what the problem is, and ask them if they can fix it. If they say they don't have a fix for it, then you might want to ask for the district service manager for that dealership and talk to him. If he don't give you any satisfaction or the answers that you require, if you're in the States, I would ask you to, or I would suggest you do, call the National Transportation Safety Board and ask them if they can look into the issue and do an investigation. And if you're in Canada, Transport Canada might be an avenue for you to look at, because back in 2004, we had bought a motorcycle, and upon investigating the frame, inspecting the frame, this bike was brand new. I looked at some of the welds underneath, and the welds were questionable. So I called my selling dealer And they said, no, Paul, there's nothing wrong with the welds. That's the way they are. And I said, look, if those welds were done in our shop, it wouldn't pass. So I said, I want you to open up a complaint. I want to file a complaint. I want it documented. I want a copy of it. Because it's not a matter of if it's going to crack, it's a matter of when it's going to crack. And a year later, Kathy?
Oh, yeah.
We found our crack. So anyway, Transport Canada got involved, and okay, let's make a long story short. Within 6 months, my bike was gone. It went back for an inspection, and they found out that the 2 welds that I had discovered when the bike was new were defective. There wasn't enough weld material on them. And they recalled around 16,000 motorcycles in Canada and 36,000 in the US. So, you know, it helps to keep the pressure on. This is not normal for this machine not to stop when you take your foot off pedals. It's supposed to stop. It's designed. Now, if the dealer says you got a brake on this side, that brake on that side is for your park brake, for nothing else. Now, you can use it to stop. But holy jumpers, boys, if you're going to be going like this with pedals, you're in better shape than I am. Because I'm telling you, you know, you should be working in a friggin' circus.
It looks pretty busy.
Man, you're busy. You got a lot going on. You got this going on, that going on, and legs going on, and man, oh man, you know.
There's a whole lot of going
like
on.
I bought the HST for the convenience of not having to be doing this, you know. So that being said, that's what it is. So take my advice. If you have one of these and you have other people using it, it's essential and critical that you get this fixed. Because if you don't, it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when you're going to have an accident. Because as you can see, I rolled at least 10 or 15 more feet with my foot off the pedal. And that should not happen. In my books, that's a safety problem. And it should be recalled by Kubota, or Transport Canada should get involved. So that's that particular subject. That's taken care of. The next question is Paul, how can I hook up a tow ball to my backhoe? Well, let's go have a look at that situation back there. Okay, let's start this thing up. We're going to try to address the question of, can you put a tow ball on a backhoe? First of all, I'm going to start it up. I'm going to put it in a position where I can explain it to you better. So the easy way to answer the question is yes, you can make up an adapter to come down here with a ball on it. It comes down, you can put it through the pin. You don't have to get that close. You know, you're going to scare them all to death.
Well, your lovely assistant was figuring you needed
well,
to...
no,
someone
you know,
might need an eyeball
this
right
is just
down there.
generalization here now. So anyway, you can come down here with a piece of iron and you can come out here and you can put your ball on it. But you got to understand, backhoes aren't designed for towing trailers. Backhoes got a lot of pressure and a lot of strength coming this way. They have no side strength. I have seen booms buckle because people were towing with them. They really aren't that strong. Even the big excavators will crack their boom because people are trying to push sideways with them. So keep that in mind. Now, I didn't go with that design that I was just telling you about because I have a different design. This is a quick coupler that I designed a few years back, and I'll show you what I do when I want to tow a trailer. Hang on, back in a minute. This is what I have designed for this. And put it on like that. I put it in like that. I put my hitch on it like that. My pin. And I go tow a trailer. But again, only to pull straight and back. Don't use the backhoe for pulling sideways. you will buckle the boom. I guarantee you. I have other options or accessories too. That's only just another one that I can put in there if I want to hook something and tow it out. So that's it, folks. 2 questions, 2 answers. The safety issue is very serious. Don't take it lightly. If you have other people using these machines, get it fixed. If Kubota says they can't fix it, let Transport Canada know, or the National Transportation Safety Board in the US. Get it fixed. It's not right. Something wrong. Should be a recall on them. My opinion only. It's up to you what you do. I'm just answering 50 emails to one time because I get this question asked all the time. It's even on the forums. People are asking if their machines are stopping. I haven't heard of one in a D working right yet. We've had a 12 model here that worked pretty good. She wasn't a D, she was just a BX25, and it worked as it should. This never did from the day it left the factory, or the day it left the dealership, and we bought it brand new. So if there was a problem, if these are supposed to stop, this never ever did stop. So that means 2 things. It got past Kubota factory quality control, and it got past the dealership when they did the PDI, because it never did stop. So there was a breakdown in quality control in 2 ways. 2 places, the factory and the dealership, or it's just a poor design and it needs to be rectified. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. You guys take care. Please play safe with these things. They're dangerous. Not only because they don't stop, because you can get pinned up against them. Don't let anybody get too close to you when you're working with them, and enjoy your machine. Take care. God bless. Folks, before I end the video, I just want to show you another option for towing, but it requires moving or removing the backhoe attachment on your BX25. And what you can do is get yourself a 3-point hitch kit, which is there. You can get yourself a quick hitch for that. This particular one is a Land Pride. And what I did then is I made up this system here, and that attaches right to the Land Pride, and man, it's very nice for towing. It works extremely well, and that is the safest way to tow. And of course you can always add a ball to the bucket or to the forks of your FEL. So I just wanted to include that little bit of information for you.